Good morning, Panthers, and welcome to this very special episode of PTV. I'm Mr. Johnson, and if I've not had the pleasure of meeting you, I teach history, at least for a few more days.
And I'm Mrs. Strange, and I teach theater for a lot longer than just a few days. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get right into today's updates. Come assist in an elementary summer learning camp classroom this summer. Gain teaching experience, earn volunteer hours, and have fun with kids. You can find more information in this week's S'more.
Summer approaches. Many students will be looking for a summer job. If you're looking for a job, then a great resource is our College and Career Center's Job, Internship, and Scholarship Board. You can find this on the weekly S'more that Mr. Lapierre sends out each week. Once there, you can find information on how to get a work permit, job postings, companies that hire NP students, community service and internship opportunities, and so much more. If you have any questions, you can see Mr. Guerin in the College and Career Center.
Now, here's Mr. Calaba with today's Panther Window.
Good morning, Panthers. My name is Mr. Calaba, and I teach IB history and IB philosophy. Aside from those subjects, I have a lot of other interests. One of them is cars. I love working on, driving, and talking about cars, especially American muscle cars. Unfortunately, the era of the traditional muscle car is coming to an end. This year is the last year of the gas-powered Dodge Challenger, and both Ford and General Motors announced that 2024 will be the last production year for the gas-powered and iconic Mustang and Camaro, respectively. So what's happening? Well, there are several factors that are leading to the end of this era. One is that we have stricter and stricter government regulations regarding greenhouse gases. Another is that technology surrounding electric vehicles has greatly improved over the last few years, allowing for shorter charging times, longer distance ranges, and perhaps most importantly, improved performance. In conjunction with ever-growing gas prices, electric vehicles have carved out a significant portion of the consumer market. Additionally, one of those markets, perhaps the largest, is our home state of California, which has outlawed the sale of new gas-powered vehicles after 2035. So where does this leave American muscle? So far, the future looks promising. The big three are working on hybrids, that is, cars that operate on both electricity and gas, and fully electric muscle vehicles. Dodge is set to release the fully electrically powered Challenger in 2025. Ford will be producing a hybrid Mustang for 2025, and GM has already debuted a hybrid Corvette for 2024. The numbers put up by the hybrid Corvette are impressive, with a 0 to 60 time in 2.5 seconds and a quarter-mile time at just 10.5 seconds. I must say that it is sad in some ways to see the passing of the torch from one generation to the next. But we must not lament this end, but embrace the future and also recognize that we gotta live through and experience one of the greatest periods of car performance in American automotive history. I look forward to it. Thank you, Panthers.
Here at NPHS, we have so many phenomenal teachers. One in particular plays an important role in helping some of our students adjust to life in high school.
Let's head over to Forest to learn more about Ms. Rodriguez.
When you think of a good teacher, what comes to mind? Someone who can help you grow and expand your knowledge? Someone you can rely on and trust? Someone who can prepare you for life after high school? What if there was someone here at NP that embodied all of these? I'm here at B21 to take a look at Ms. Rodriguez and see how she helps our English learners assimilate to life in the US using all three of these traits.
I am a bilingual person, and I teach Spanish and I also teach English. I was born in Mexico, and my family immigrated to the United States when I was 3 years old. And so I started kindergarten not knowing how to speak English. My older siblings were older when my family immigrated to the United States. So I remember how difficult it was for my siblings to learn English at an older age. That really inspired me to work with our bilingual learners and make a difference. What I hope to be able to do is give my EL students the tools that they need to be able to be successful just like my older siblings are now.
I think that she really cares about her students a lot, and she is very supportive of them in classroom as well as outside of the classroom. I mean, she's always thinking of them as the whole student and their whole person. She's very kind and supportive of the students.
Ella es una persona muy amable, tiene mucha paciencia con sus alumnos, se preocupa, también es muy responsable.
We're constantly learning together. I'm not just teaching English all the time, but I'm also learning a lot about them. I am more culturally aware now.
Reporting for PTV, I'm Forrest Huff.
Well, Mr. Johnson, this has been an absolute blast, and I have loved every moment of you anchoring here at Panther TV and working with you at Newbury Park High School the past few years. Last year, you did the Panther window, and this year you anchored. Do you have a favorite?
Absolutely. The opportunity to work with you as an anchor is a dream come true. Definitely my favorite. Thank you for making that happen. Now it's time to turn it over to two more amazing teachers to continue with today's PTV. He's the GOAT of Comp Sci.
And she's the world's best ASL teacher. Here are Mr. Kick and Mrs. Catalano.
Good morning, Panthers. Welcome to Panther TV. My name is Mr. Kick, and I teach math and computer science, and I coach the boys tennis team.
My name is Kaylee Catalano, and I teach American Sign Language levels 1, 2, and 3.
Let's get back to today's announcement, shall we?
Yes.
The class of 2024 senior sweatshirts are in need of a designer. You can submit your designs to be featured on the next year's senior apparel by email to nphs.2024@gmail.com or to the Class of 2024 Instagram account at nphs.class of2024. Submissions need to be in no later than June 1st at midnight.
The annual NPHS boat races will be taking place on June 1st at the pool. Come watch people race across the pool without sinking in cardboard boats. This is a free event. Mr. Lapierre will be grilling hot dogs, and it is sure to be a fun-filled afternoon of entertainment. Boat races start at 2 p.m., and we hope to see you there.
Our science department has some of the best teachers anywhere, and those teachers work hard to teach the materials in an understandable way and make daily impacts on their students' lives.
That's right. Now let's head over to Ariella to hear about a science teacher that impacted her life as well as the lives of many other students.
Of all my years on campus, Mr. Erickson has been one of my favorite teachers. And if you're one of my other teachers, don't listen to that. But many students agree with me when they say that he's left a major impact on them. Let's go see why.
What inspires me as a teacher is working to do anything possible to get a kid to understand a concept. When they get it and you see that look in their eyes that they get it, huge. There's nothing better. I try to teach the same way I coach, so when good things happen, I've been known to get a little bit crazy in class and clap and scream out of joy for good things happening.
I would definitely see Mr. Erickson as one of my favorite people on campus. If you needed to go to his classroom and talk to him, he's always up to talk to you, and he'd be like, "Oh, this is great. How are you doing? How's everything going?" And I believe he would probably still do that to this day if I walked to his classroom.
He's a man who truly loves his job, and so every class he will bring 110% to his lessons, making everyone really enjoy the class and want to be there. And he's such a great person, such a kind person, and he's just great at what he does.
There's also one thing in particular that makes Mr. Erickson's class so memorable.
Monday Pun Day.
Monday Pun Day.
Monday Pun Day.
Monday Pun Day is where every Monday morning at the beginning of class, he would just read a bunch of really corny dad jokes, and they actually weren't that bad, and they were pretty funny, and it would be a great way to start off the week.
Hey guys, why is there a fence around the cemetery? That's because everybody's dying to get in there. I have had a couple kids tell me that science wasn't their thing. They had my class and then they had a different perspective about science. I really am thrilled about an answer like that because, it's a great subject. But just generally that they enjoyed the learning and that they walk away, appreciating life a little bit more because life is amazing.
Reporting for PTV, this is Ariella.
Over spring break, some of our amazing orchestra students had the opportunity to go to Chicago. That's my former stomping ground. And here's a little more about their trip, especially that visit to Gino's East Deep Dish Pizza.
Students from the NP Orchestra program participated in a 4-day performance tour to Chicago over spring break.
Students participating in this trip had to pass a rigorous audition and undergo several months of extra rehearsals to earn a spot on this trip.
In addition to extensive tours around major landmarks throughout Chicago, the students attended an orchestra clinic at Northwestern University and performed at the Chicago Symphony Hall. Congratulations to all the string students who participated in this trip, and thank you to all our supporters who made this possible.
What an amazing trip and opportunity for those students. Now you have an opportunity to hear these students showcase their talents. Come enjoy the music of the Romantics with the MPHS Orchestra on Friday, June 2nd. Love-themed music from many genres will be adapted by the talented students of our orchestras. Graduating seniors and special guests, history teacher Mr. Johnson will be showcased. The concert starts at 7 p.m. at the PAC. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for students, and free for CVUSD staff.
Congratulations to the 6 outstanding NP students who were honored at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library as Reagan Scholars. The following students were recognized as Reagan Scholars: Lucy Garrett, Nia Gadur, Rachel Hu, Meena Nguyen, Harrison Sarah, and Deepa Venkat. Nia Gadur also was awarded a $5,500 scholarship from the Reagan Scholarship Foundation for her overall commitment to service, leadership, and scholarship.
Well, Panthers, that's all the updates we have for today. We hope you've enjoyed this very special episode of PTV.
And we want you to tune in Thursday to see what surprises we have for you on the sports episode. Have a great day, Panthers.